Yo, what is going on, you nation? Baby, we're back. So we're Madden 24 action, and today we're going to be absolutely breaking down single back wing slot. We are in the Buffalo Bills playbook because they have some of the best running plays while complementing the pass. For example, they got the stretch alert bubble, the ever so popular one. They also have a dive with a bubble, a regular dive, and an inside zone split. So not only do they have a plethora of running plays, but they also have phenomenal passing plays to complement it. And the best part about this is you don't need any passing abilities on the quarterback. You don't need set feet lead, you don't need pass lead elite, you don't need gunslinger or any of that good stuff in order to make this offense go. And I'm going to showcase it using Brock Purdy with the 49ers. Now, the passing plays that we're going to be going over is going to be, of course, inside cross right here. It is one of the best mesh concepts in all of Madden, and this is the only playbook that has this play, so I'll be showcasing why this one is so special. They also have Jet 6 drive wheel, they got PA shot post, we're going to be breaking those down, and then last but not least, PA FL dive. I'm going to be showcasing what motions you could use to really give yourself so much spacing that you're going to have a lot of ability to really rack those yards, get those chunk plays by passing, and not even having to put the ball in harm's way. You're just going to be dinking and dunking, throwing intermediate. You don't necessarily need to do anything too wild and crazy to move the ball down the field, especially because this is a running formation. But hey, let's hop right into it. Audibles aren't too important. It's your personal preference on how you want to systematically structure your scheme. But right now I got inside cross. It is kind of the everyman beater, majority zone beater, and all that good stuff. Got to have it in case you're not exactly sure what the opponent called and you need something real quick. HB dive, you know, again, if you have little time on the play clock, you just need a couple quick chunk yards, this is going to be the guy you want to go to. Jet 6 drive wheel, this is a phenomenal cover 3 beater. I really like this play and want it in there just in case. And then stretch alert bubble, just in case the opponent isn't respecting the stretch, isn't respecting the RPO, then you can easily utilize it either here or in the red zone and all that good stuff. But hey, let's go into it. So we're going to start it off with inside cross. It's just an average play, nothing too serious, nothing too crazy. It is one of the best ways to beat man defense in all of Madden. And of course, you have 2 drag routes, one by the tight end, one by the wide receiver. You have a phenomenal post route that I'll break down in a second, but the reads on this play are pretty simple. You got a nice drag route ran by the tight end. He's going to be read number 1. I find he gets open a little bit faster than the wide receiver, so I like him being read number 1. Read number 2, of course, is going to go back to the other drag, which is Deebo Samuel, the circle receiver. Read number 2 on that play. And then read number 3 is going to be Brandon Ayuk on the post route. Now, right now we're in cover 1 man, and you're going to see that he's able to pretty handily beat man defense right there. But if you're playing against Ultimate Team and you're going against those demon corners, then you're going to want to smart route Brandon Ayuk. And right now you're going to notice the difference between the non-smart routed post and then the smart routed post right there. And you're going to notice there's going to be a lot more separation right off the cut for you to easily throw an inside precision pass and then for you to take it upfield. It is a phenomenal way to beat man defense on the sideline, because once you call mesh a couple times, right, the opponent is going to be in the middle of the field trying to jump one of the drag routes, and then once he tries and thinks he successfully jumped one of the drag routes, then you got the post route on the opposite side of the field to really give him another wrinkle to stop him from consistently calling man defense. Or in this case, maybe you want him to keep calling man defense because of how easy this play allows you to torch it across the field. Now, that doesn't also include the running back, and the running back wheel route is one of the best ways to beat man defense, specifically cover 1. So right now, Patrick Surtain, who's one of the best cover corners in Madden 24, he gets beat by Christian McCaffrey over the top right there, and that's almost basically a 1-play touchdown. The reads on this play are super simple. You got Kittle on the drag, he's read number 1. The tight end usually gets open a little bit quicker than the wide receiver, so Deebo Samuel, the circle receiver, he's going to be read number 2 on this play. Read number 3 is going to be Brandon Ayuk, the square receiver, on the post, and then last but not least, the running back on the wheel route. Now, the tight end hook route does get open, but a lot of the times the user's around there. If he's playing cover 1, there's going to be the hook zone. I don't recommend it. That is there just for a distraction for the user. And then, of course, if he just completely sells out to one side of the field, then you have the ability to attack it, but it's not there. It's not there for you to hit, if I'm being completely honest with you. It's there for mostly as a distraction. But this is going to be the main play. This is going to be the staple. Get comfortable with it. Get comfortable with that post route, because you're going to notice not only does he beat cover 1 man or cover 2 man, but something like cover 3, he does a phenomenal job getting open as well. We're going to smart route him, and you're going to especially want to smart route him for this as well, because he gets phenomenally in between the zones in cover 3 when you smart route him. If you don't smart route him, I'll showcase it right here. You're going to notice that he cuts a little late, and that's a very tight window throw. I don't recommend you do that. I always going to recommend you smart route him, and then from there you could just kind of fit that perfect window. Possession catch it if you want. Maybe if you want to rack catch and go up the field a little bit, but I like to pick up my quick, easy yards. The second play, and one of my more favorite plays, is going to be the 6-drive wheel. And that's because it does a phenomenal job of beating cover 3, and cover 3 is a very popular defense in Madden. The only wrinkle I'm going to ask you guys to do on this play is to take this outside tight end right now, Warner, the R1 receiver, and motion him all the way to the outside. One, it adds more spacing on the play because it pushes that cornerback to the sideline, and you're going to see why we're going to want to do that later on in another play. But it also gives you a backside read. A lot of the times the opponent, the user, especially if he has a really good user, he's going to pretend on the drag, he's going to bait the drag, and then go over the top of the end. And if he has, like, for example, a Harry Carmichael or a Gronkowski, all he has to do is play the drag, and then he's going to be magically positioned to take the anywhere. And we don't want that. And we want to give ourselves a backside read, and then that drag is going to perfectly do that. The reads on this play are going to be pretty simple because we're going to be attacking the opposite side of the field. Right now, Deebo Samuel is going to be read number 1. Brandon Ayuk is going to be read number 2. Read number 3 is going to be George Kittle, followed by the backside drag read number 4. The RB is there as well. He could be read number 5, but personally, usually I'll end up blocking him. But if you would like to, you can keep him on that little delayed block and release route. Now, read number 1, as you can see right there, a sideline. If the opponent refuses to go to the sideline right away, you're going to want to attack it right then and there. You're going to see why he's read number 1 very quickly. It's such a quick, easy throw, and then you're able to just take it to the sideline, and then after that, it's a foot race. If he doesn't set his zone drops, then this slot corner right here will never go to the sideline enough in order to play that, because Brandon Ayuk's post route is going to go into his zone and go vertical. So this is always going to push him slightly towards the middle and upper parts of the field, allowing you to very easily to hit Deebo Samuel across the sideline. Now, of course, if he does take that away, then the post route ran by Brandon Ayuk is going to be right there waiting for you as well. Say your opponent shades underneath to try to take away that wheel route, then of course right then and there you're going to want to give it a nice precision pass to the post, and I usually possession catch it personally. In zones like cover 2 and cover 3, you have to assume the opponent is going to do a pretty good job taking away the in route, right? But if he starts playing this guy right here to try to take away the other zones, then of course you'll have an open window to attack the middle of the field. For example, I'm going to simulate the user taking away the wheel route, and then of course that is going to give us the ability to attack the middle of the field with the backside in or the drag route. So right now the wheel route got taken away, and then we're going to hit the in route right there towards the middle of the field. But you do have to give the opponent some sort of respect, right? That he is going to properly play that in route to take it away from you, which is why I don't want to necessarily keep it as a read, because you just have to assume the opponent is going to take it away, and then you only hit it once the opponent either one goes towards the drag and fully commits to it, or completely commits to taking away the wheel or post. Then you could start attacking the middle of the field. But on this play specifically, your goal is to attack the sidelines and then hit it underneath when needed. The PA shot post is a phenomenal play if you want to attack the opponent over the top. For example, if he puts his zone drops really low, it allows you to attack the defense in a much more of a vertical manner. Now, what we're going to do for the adjustments is we're going to reblock the running back, because one, the animation takes a lot longer than it should, or that we would like to. And two, if the opponent pass commits during the animation, the edge rushers get dominant pass shreds, and you'll get sacked a lot quicker. And obviously, we don't want that. So we're just going to reblock the running back in this instance. And we're also going to motion the R1 receiver out to the sideline. And we do this for multiple reasons. Just like the previous play, we do it to create more spacing. It pushes that outside corner to the sideline and gives Deebo Samuel on the post a lot more room to operate. What we're also going to do is, if you're playing in MUT then you're going to want to put him on a streak, because it'll push that corner even more out of the way, because some incredibly 97, 98 overall cornerbacks, they're going to want to get a little cheat on that side of the field to try to take away that post from Deebo Samuel. If you put him on the streak, it'll keep him out of sight, out of mind. If you're playing like CFM regs, then you can kind of just put Warner, you could put him on another drag as one, another backside read, and two, to kind of bring all those zones down so you're able to hit Kittle on the crossing route. But I'm going to assume a lot of you guys are playing against better opponents and playing ultimate team. So right now, for this instance, we're going to keep him on a streak to push that deep corner out of the way. So that means you kind of have free reign and free opportunity to put the running back on whatever you would like. You can keep him on a block if you would like, but if you want, you could put him on an in, you could put him on an out, you could put him on a hook, whatever makes you happy, you could do it. But for right now, I'll keep him on that, and then I'll mix it up throughout the breakdown of the play. So the first read on this play is going to be George Kittle on the crossing route. He gets open the quickest and the fastest, so he's going to be read number one. Number two is going to be Deebo Samuel on the post route. As soon as he cuts in the middle of the field, he's going to be the guy you want. And remember, Brock Purdy doesn't have any special passing abilities, so of course these are all phenomenal reads that he's making, accurate throws, and it's such an easy pitch and catch. And while these plays look incredibly dominant, the whole goal of this scheme is to run the ball. But running the ball is so easy to do in practice mode, then I don't necessarily want to keep going over it, just especially running plays. So I'll let you guys go over the running plays, and then I'll break down the passing plays for you guys to utilize when needed. So this is the moment where, maybe you want to switch it up a little bit, put them on the drag. So for example, the crossing route, and then you got a drag right there for you, waiting if needed. And then you get a little bit of a lead block, which is always nice. So we're able to attack underneath, over the middle, and the left side of the field. Now we're going to attack the right side of the field. And in this one, the adjustments are pretty simple in itself. We're going to, same thing, take this tight end and motion him to the outside. And we're going to put him on a streak. And he's going to be the clear out for the corner route. And what we're also going to do is take off the running back on his route, because it is a play action route and we don't want that. We're going to put him on an out route. Now that creates a flood concept on that side of the field. And what we're also going to do is put Brandon Ayuk on an in route to give us a backside read that doesn't interfere with the running back. So what you could also do is you could also block the running back and put Brandon Ayuk on the drag like that. Or if you want to, like I originally had, if you want to give yourself an extra read to read on the backside, then you can go ahead and do it just like this. The reads on this play are really simple. It's going to be Kittle in the corner, McCaffrey on the flat, Deebo Samuel on the post, and then of course the backside in. And of course, we create ourselves multiple route combinations for us to utilize to attack down the field. And it's pretty simple and self-explanatory. A corner route's pretty simple this year in Madden. You just throw it to the open spot and catch it across the sideline. I really like the post route ran by Deebo Samuel, just because it gets open in an awkward spot where the user one isn't going to be, and other zones aren't going to be as well. That pocket is awkward for the opponent to guard, which is why I really like that post route. And then of course, last but not least, the backside in route. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the breakdown and are able to easily utilize this in your online games. Now, I didn't want to go too in-depth on all the passing plays, because of course I didn't want this video to be a half an hour or however long it is, because when I start going in depth, that's a rabbit hole that you're not ready for me to go into. So of course, if you have any questions, or if you like the format or all that good stuff, please let me know in the comments down below, because of course, typically when I am doing a breakdown of a formation, I do play by play on each video. So if you guys do like that format better or this format better, please let me know and all that good stuff down below. But other than that, hey, good luck everybody.